Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your eagle hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason, Elgin, and Spoody.
Heyo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a group of friends get together to talk about one of our shared loves,
Choco Tacos.
oh, yummy, and also toy collecting. We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. Do you remember your first Choco Taco? Swimming lessons for me, that's what I remember. Yeah, okay, so if this is your first time listening to us or watching us on YouTube, which you can do, first of all, thank you so much, guys and gals. There's so much in the world that can take your time. We appreciate you giving us a little bit of yours. It's very awesome, but you'll soon learn that we are not toy experts. It's true.
What?
No, we're just fans. We're just enthusiasts. So we're not always going to get all the details right. But speaking of details, let's introduce everyone. Hi there, I'm Jason. Over there's Elgin.
That's me over here.
And over there, at the other there, it's Spoody.
I'm over there.
But I'm... Oh.
In this episode, the crew unravels the fascinating world of soft goods and toys. From capes and cloaks to tiny t-shirts and textured tunics, soft goods add a layer of realism and charm that hard plastic just can't match. Whether you're a fan of plush, posable clothing, or detailed fabric accessories, this episode is sure to sew up your interest in the softer side of toy collecting. That's right.
That was good.
Soft goods.
No, it wasn't.
Some good alliteration there.
I thank you. Appreciate it. And then Elgin's going to take us on a tour of a toy store later. Can't wait for that. And then lastly, we'll hear from you guys, on your thoughts on soft goods and all things toys. With Spoody talking toys. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
You can follow us on social media, all the social media platforms, including Patreon. That's right, Patreon.
We have one.
And those links can all be found at our website, cracktasticplastic.com. And while you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs. They have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry and tons of amazing sticker sets for your toys. It's true.
Yes.
We also have a monthly contest that Spoody's going to tell you all about.
Yeah. So we post a thing with this on the interwebs, and you leave a comment, and then we pick that one we like, and then you get things.
What things do they get?
A $5 coupon to Toy Hacks.
That's right. $5 free stickers.
Free money.
Free money at toyhacks.com. So pay attention on the social medias every month.
Yeah.
But right now we're gonna, it's that time. Let's talk about what toys we picked up lately on a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools. If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
All right, Spoodamus, what's up?
Sign my blood pressure. My heart
Do
rate.
you have things?
I have things.
Oh, thank God.
I have this Transformers 1
Yeah, it is.
Optimus Prime Studio Series.
One from the movie One.
The new movie that's coming out at some point. I don't remember the date.
September 30th.
Yes.
Don't fact check me on that.
Yeah, it's not.
But he looks great. I like this new design. Cool. Orion Pax maybe ish.
Yeah. And then I haven't opened it. I probably won't, but I got the 40-year anniversary Grimlock, which is the comic book colored And it comes in a cool box. Yeah.
It's Grimlock, by the way.
Grimlock.
Oh, yes.
It's like the third version of that mold I have. I mean, it's cool, but
Yeah, that comic book collection with that comic book colors. That red, blue, and yellow. Very weird. Back in the Marvel days, you know, there were only so many colors they could print like that, and that's just how he turned out in the comics.
yeah.
He also comes with a neat accessory. No? Yeah?
Yes.
I think some guns. Oh, he's not the one.
He's
Yeah.
got
Bunch of
a
swords and guns.
crown, like actual nice gold,
King Grimlock action there.
which you can't really tell with him in the box, like if that's like a vac metal, like kind of his
The
neck.
crown, you mean?
The crown, but then like his neck, because it's on his back in that mode.
I think it's so flat.
But it kind of looks like shiny on the picture in the back. So I'm tempted to open it just to see, but
These are also cool when these are ones you might want to keep the boxes for, because the spines, there's 4 releases and the spines all line up to form a big image.
yeah.
It's really cool.
So I have the Soundwave
Love that.
and then that one so far.
Cool.
Shockwave.
Shockwave. That's what I meant.
A lot of waves.
Words are hard. Then I got this Power Core Combiner Bomb Shock.
Alaka, you mean?
Uh,
I got it.
yeah.
I'll hold it. Oh no, are you kidding? His legs.
Lieutenant Dane.
Holy crap, all that. Well, okay.
So that one goes like sideways.
Just glue it on there.
Oh. I was holding down the release part.
Yeah.
First feet. My bad.
Yeah, it does the thing.
Do you want to hold him, Elgin?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, like, he's actually stands better than most and holds together better than most.
Instantly.
Power is double
But-
the skills.
Ah,
Which,
Alaka, that's good.
Yes.
I'm guessing good with this super extender arm here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a neat concept where you plug in the limbs and they transform into it
Yeah.
from its weapon, from its alt mode.
Turns into pandas.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got kind of a, not Transformer, but a Diaclone. It was Alphas.
Dichron T something 14.
Yeah.
Centauri.
So he's a bunch of little dudes.
He's cool. Those Japanese toys, it all comes together. They become little vehicles, spaceships, and
Is this
They,
Voltron?
they have
Cars
like
and-
drivers and stuff too,
Yep.
and which I
there's
don't
14
have.
different pieces.
Yeah,
So not Voltron.
not Voltron.
Not Voltron.
Looks like
Way less articulation than Voltron.
Yeah. But man, he looks so cool.
Yeah,
I put mine
it's
with,
vintage.
yeah.
yeah, with
You say
the
that?
Power
Yeah.
Dashers, kind
Yeah.
of near the same.
Let's see if he stays together.
Combiner Day.
Kind of.
Before
Yeah.
doing this
This is which version?
is the Combiner Wars
The
Mensaur.
Combiner Wars Venusaur. Yeah. So, with Blackjack even. And,
Yeah.
so.
This is one of the most made fun of, or like least favorite versions, just his proportions.
Yeah.
He's got very long legs and a little squatty torso when you look at him straight on.
Track star.
I don't think he's as bad as everyone gave him shit for, but yeah, you probably got this one a lot cheaper now
Oh,
that
yeah.
the new one's out. Everyone dumped these off, but
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
I like all the individual cars. I don't think he's too bad. And if you really hated it, you can get some upgrade kits that like bulk his speed up, give him better hands with.
I found them for $50 without Blackjack,
Yeah.
and then I got him for like 10, like new in the package.
Yeah.
So
If you guys don't like them, just send them to Josh.
Right.
yeah,
He is collecting
Address
all
listed below.
Transformers.
yeah.
I'll try to remember to put that in. But cool though, you're really filling out your Combiner Wars, guys.
Yeah. And then I got this guy.
Oh lord, let's get the wide angle lens on here.
Oh.
The Titan of Titans.
Put his head back on.
It's blocking out the sun.
The
I can't. Is there an eclipse?
yeah. The Fort Max from
Titan Returns.
Yeah.
Fort Max, he's beautiful. I couldn't believe it when they reissued him.
Yeah.
Which again felt like a fucking year ago when they're like, hey, we're gonna make some more of these. Or, hey, we found a shipping container of these bad boys, we need to sell them.
Yeah.
But
So he's not called like Fort Maximus.
Fortress Maximus.
Fortress Maximus is his full name. On the streets, he's Fort Max. That's what the kids call him. Fort Max.
It's very heavy.
Fortress Maximus, based on the biggest toy that was ever made, the original, which is in a way like an Eternia,
Sure.
because it was like near the end. It was
Right, in the line and stuff.
fucking huge and gigantic, so no parents bought them.
Right.
And now they're so hard to find because you can't find them complete. They're fragile as hell. They're
He was what, 18 inches or something tall?
maybe back then, yeah. I think he's 24, 22,
Yeah.
24. But yeah, same sort of thing. But giant playset, which he is. When he folds out into the base, it's cool. And
Sure.
you know, I like that version, but you know, some folks, oh, gee, the original's the best because it's not. It's not nearly a one for one, maybe like the Eternia is upgrade wise.
Yeah, the Eternia's a little bigger.
But
Maybe
it's a similar thing where it's a rare thing that's hard to find that's in good shape and
But probably cheaper than getting a vintage one.
There's also a bunch of parts.
oh yeah,
So that come off the original.
he's much more affordable.
Right.
But oh man, so awesome! And it took you how long to put the stickers on it?
A couple hours. Couple 3.
Yeah,
There's a bunch.
I must have missed that live video that you did.
Oh, what a bore! Yes, but I know, man. You think it'd be entertaining?
And the more pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I turned off the camera when I applied the stickers and I turned it in.
So every one of these little
Like,
stripes.
When we come back, the stickers will be on.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I'm just trying to find where they actually go.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 2D and there's like stickers on the top. And like
Right.
It's never the best
Yeah.
guide.
yeah. That's all I have
Well,
for
alright.
today.
You got over there, Elgin. Ooh.
Oh, I got some stuff here. So this is this guy here.
So pretty.
This translucent green fella is the mutated Moss Man from the Turtles of Grayskull line. That's a crossover series. And I think this was at Walmart. I think I found it at Walmart in the wild, surprisingly. And
Yoink.
yeah, it's really good. I was like, yeah. I think I found it in Altoona, actually. At the Walmart there.
The Walmart.
The Walmart, yeah.
If you know, you know.
Anyway, he's got some extra
What the-
pieces on him.
What's going
So
on?
these pop off. You can put them on. They're kind of like limbs or tentacles, I guess. And they're
Spidery tentacles.
kind of opaque.
Kind of
Yeah.
wings, kind of cape-ish
Like
sort of
the
tentacles.
color. Anyway, he's got kind of Beastman-esque stuff on him as well. This
Mhm.
like harness that he has and skull stuff is kind of, these arm pieces kind of come off too, so you can make them like fully translucent looking. Basically, he got dubbed with ooze and mutated into an evil. So he's now a bad guy. So Mossman, normally a good guy, has now been transformed into a villain here.
Hence the purple.
Yes, and he comes with this other extra tentacle arm.
Wow.
It's kind of translucent as well. It's light green. And he can. That's kind of like his weapon, I guess. And I can kind of stick
That's
it
freaking
in his
cool.
hand like that, and then he can attack you with that.
Wow.
It's also kind of a translucent color, so it's pretty awesome. And if you want to make him even more mutated, you can pop off his head. Yeah.
This is happening.
And then he comes with another head. So basically, he's a Venus flytrap.
Guys,
that's
get over
articulated.
YouTube.
And that mouth articulates as well. So now
Dude.
he's a giant flower Venus flytrap mutated
I saw him on Stranger
monster.
Things.
Yeah.
What the?
And yeah.
Wow.
And it's a crazy thing.
I mean, first off, any translucent toy just
There's
is
so much
special,
translucent
right?
on this thing. It's crazy. Yeah, I love translucent stuff.
Oh, sweet your own.
His head is
What a freakazoid this
like.
guy.
I know.
That's
He's very-
amazing.
That was a deluxe set as well, I believe. Should have all that stuff in it. But for only 25, not too bad. For
Yeah, if
for
I see
deluxe.
that, I'll need that.
And
in the
Josh
horror
also
rooms down there.
It's got for it.
That's
But yeah,
That's cool.
Chose Grayskull line. Love this line.
Greatest
It's been
new
killing
line.
it with every figure, really. And I don't know about that.
It's down
It's on the floor somewhere. But yeah, it's just another awesome figure and awesome line. So.
every figure.
I know. It's crazy like how good
Ah,
every one of them
So
is.
colorful.
Yeah.
Just everything you'd want.
In origin size and swappability and stuff.
So you know they're going to make a Beastman, right? Of some sort of,
They already have a Beastman.
with that armor? Is
No.
it the same?
No, he's a samurai.
Oh, that's
I haven't
cool.
done that one yet, but I have it. Yeah, he's got full like samurai mask thing and like armor and like full on.
Hell yeah.
But spoiler, he's a good guy.
What?
He's actually a spy
Oh,
because he doesn't like what Skeletor's hanging out with Shredder. He doesn't
Yeah.
like that.
I don't like
He's
that.
jealous. He's a jealous beast. Anyway, I finally got Triclops.
I just saw him sitting there. It finally clicked. I'm like, holy shit, that's like wave 1 shit.
This is wave 4, back in the heady days of the 2020s, and the
Wow.
wave that really nobody could ever get, never find. I think at the time I had one figure. I think it was a merman, like the regular issue merman, not the crazy eye merman, but the regular one. But yeah, it was just like hard to find. I couldn't even find these
Yeah.
like to buy, like
Yeah.
aftermarket, third party, for like an insane price. It ended up popping up. They did calling it fan favorites,
Oh my
and they
god.
re-released it as a fan favorite, along with Zodak and She-Ra, which were also hard to find.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wave 4, back
Wow.
in 2020, 4 years ago now.
They're 10 waves past that now.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
finally got a Triclops. So there's another Triclops. They did a Mattel Creations exclusive of mini comic Triclops, which I ended up not being able to get at that time because when they were doing a lot of these, they did a whole bunch of exclusives at once instead of just one of them. They put out like 3 different Origin exclusives at once, like Sunman, Triclops, and like another figure. It was just like, how did you just do that? So they all sold out immediately.
Yep.
It's like, press everything. But yeah, finally got him. He looks pretty much like all the vintage one.
Yeah.
His head piece moves around like normal, 3 different eyes.
I was going to ask you, but I kind of think I know the answer, but is this the mainline releases make you complete? But I feel like you weren't getting some of the repaints and things.
I think I am
Are ya?
complete up to like at least 10 waves in,
Hell yeah.
I think. There's some from like 11 or 12 that I think I'm missing.
Missing because you just haven't got them yet, or you're not going to get them, or... Well,
I just haven't
anyway.
got them yet.
Okay.
Ratlore and like Tongue Lasher. And
I just thought sometimes you might skip a...
I tried not
Similar.
to.
Because you know, it's just that when it's gone, it's gone. You may
Well,
never see
with,
it.
with the Origins, I've tried not to skip any of them.
Good.
Just trying to think if there's.
I knew that made you so mad for so long.
Well, it was you couldn't. They didn't even release it.
Yeah.
They got stuck. Well, what happened? They got stuck in like wave 1 hell, basically. And it was just like we have all these Skeletor and He-Man from
Mhm.
wave 1. They just keep like making the more of those. Couldn't get any other waves. And then like finally, like one of the waves would come out, but only like 4 figures would be out on a store, and then they'd be gone. And then like some more wave 1 would come back. Like why? Why are you doing that? But yeah, it's been since going to Big Bad Toy Store, really, like pre-ordering has helped a lot. with like getting these figures.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still love finding them in the store.
Oh.
So that's the
When you do, then you
Yeah.
cancel your pre-order.
exactly.
Yep.
And finally, the last two kind of go in topic that we're going to talk about later. I'll kind of talk about quickly. These are some more of the WWE superstars I recently picked up. I got a British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, with the soft goods flag that he draped around him.
Davey boy.
So that's a nice little touch that they gave him as well. He didn't come with a little bulldog, unfortunately. So I've been trying to like find maybe like a little pet shop thing or something to go with it. But I haven't yet. And he looks pretty much like
Yeah.
old baby boy.
That's awesome. These figures are cool.
Yeah. I think I found well, some more. And then I got Kane, the Red Machine. So this is the second Kane, really. They put out the WWE Eternia Kane, which was awesome as well. And he's kind of like a Roboto figure,
yeah.
which was cool. But now they actually have that in a like a
Straight
official-
up.
Yeah, OG Kane, even with the black on one and then the naked arm on the
Yeah.
other with his hand.
That's cool.
But yeah, and with the soft goods cape as well. His entrance cape. It's very cool. I just need a pallbearer.
It's not a figure.
It's
Can you imagine him all buff like this?
it's a buff pallbearer.
With this figure? With
Well,
this,
they make you know
Mean Gene, they make it. No.
they make some chubbier figures.
That's
though.
true.
There's
That's true.
Typhoon
Yep.
and Earthquake. They use there's a buck that's like a little more
Belly.
rotund. So they can do a pallbearer with that.
That's true.
Because I already have an Undertaker as a superstar as well, so I like fighting out because they're brothers.
Yeah. Brothers in hell.
That's all I do.
Love it. Awesome. Well, I got a few things too. We can start with super excited to get the new 1986 Studio Series Springer based on this movie Colors. He's cool. He come with like a more accurate gun. He come with this giant ass sword that becomes his helicopter blades. He's got this bomb here that you can use to reenact the scene from the movie. He comes with a hammer to, if you want to put him with the Wreckers, whether it's the comic books he was in. He came with a lot more accessories. They cleaned up all that battle damage from the War for Cybertron version. They fixed up they made him a little bit taller. I think his thighs are a little bit longer. They did some things with his shoulders, I think, but he's pretty close. And this chest piece is retooled. It's a little different shape and size, but it's really similar, but it's also different than the other. So it's just to see him clean and with those accessories, I think he's worth it, but it's pretty great. Then they're also with Legacy, they're doing this little line of armorizers, they call it, where little dudes that break apart and can become armor for other dudes, because they all have this shared little 5mm port system. And they got this new rock guy here. His name is Nucleus, I believe. He's kind of again, I'm not sure what rock. They don't have any of the paper stuff of what, but I think somebody said once what kind of rock he's supposed to be. But anyway, he's a neat little car.
But like the actual geological.
Yep. I think they've done that for a lot of them, but yeah, some white. But yeah, maybe.
Marble.
Yeah, look at that chest piece. How it's chrome, but it's not. It's like the shiniest damn silver. It doesn't feel like chrome, but it's like some damn shiny silver. I like it a lot. And it feels, and just the texture of it feels rocky. I don't know, they do it to my brain. They just, when you transform it feels just thicker and heavier like a rock. I don't get it, but
So
he's
not,
neat.
so not a rock lord.
Not a rock lord. He's from the Infernac universe, which we talked about on the live stream unboxing, was from Inhumanoids. But there's a whole series of those, and they're really cool. And I like when they do little groups within the lines. And he's got a mohawk, so he's cool, right? Speaking of sublines, in the comic books, there was a group of space pirates called the Star Seekers, but for this release, they changed the name to Star Raiders, and there's a bunch of them coming out. I've got three of them here. There's a bunch more coming out, but there's Ferric. He's from the Cyclonus mold that was my number one favorite toy a couple years ago. That sweet. But this, I'm telling you, this might even be better because this color scheme is wild. Like, to that light gray and gray, but then to have this reddish orange, it's just so freaking weird and different. And
then the missiles on the wings.
The missiles on the wings, they retooled it a little bit from that Cyclonus scotch, and made it pretty badass. And I wouldn't want to come across him.
Yeah, it looks neat.
Absolutely. We got this other guy here. Yeah, he's cool, right?
Yeah,
Right? Just neat color
it's just
scheme.
weird, like, just looking at it, it's because it doesn't feel like
Follow
anything
normal-
like any other normal color scheme, I guess. Just, I don't know.
And with his face being red, he
Yeah.
looks mean. He just looks
Yeah.
like a devilish person, and I suppose the horns
Horns, yes.
make it that way so too.
Sure.
We got another Star Raider here, Cannonball. He's based off of all them same molds as Skids was. They turned into 10 different things, but I think it's close to that. But anyway, he's cool looking. He's got some neat color scheme too with the yellow and gold and purple. That gold and purple hints on there is really neat. And he's got a fast car, and if you look at what would be his doors, he's got neat little skulls, flaming skulls on them. But yeah, he's got a saber key too, which I don't know. I can't remember where the Cannonball comes from. I'm sure he's from a G1 something or a something somewhere, but
Yeah.
and
It's interesting. Huh?
then right, and it could have been one of those. But again, gold, that's neat. Always neat.
It's more gold.
Space pirate, gold and purple. It's neat. And then that fluorescent green little hints too on the door and stuff. Then we got Lockdown. He's always been a badass. This is kind of based a little bit on his animated character, from the animated series called Animated. He was always a bad dude. I think he was voiced by Lance Hendrickson even on that show. Yeah, just a grumbly old bastard that, maybe he would do some good things if it helped him. But yeah, so I'm sure he's just a tough SOB in the comics. But yeah, I like that mold a lot, and they retooled a bit of the chest and stuff from his other. He's a retool from other versions that came before him, but. Then we got from the what is this? Gamer Edition, Studio Series Gamer Edition. We got Decepticon Fighter, Decepticon Warrior, just fodder of the.
Cannon fodder?
Yes, just the guys that troop
grunts.
build. Yep, you grunts and yeah, he turned out pretty cool.
So do you have
Yeah, that's his arm.
He doesn't need that.
Nope.
So do you have like a bunch of them?
I considered it, but I don't think so. Because I didn't even plan on collecting the Gamer Edition ones, just because I don't have a connection to it, because I don't play the games. But
Yeah, he looks kind of like a generic
yep,
soldier type guy.
he was made from the mold from Barricade, which I didn't bring for some reason. But yeah, he's neat. He's an upgrade on that Barricade mold. And this is his hand.
Oh.
So it pops off, and then his gun becomes his hand, like I guess it does in the video game, but
Cool.
otherwise I'm just storing it on his back. Yeah, that gun pops off and becomes his...
So it's actual. So it's actual hand. Instead of a gun hand.
Yep. Two more. I got this awesome new Fractured Friendship 2-pack that is from Legacy, but it's you'll see the storyline play out in the new Transformers 1 movie, where Optimus and Megatron were friends beforehand, and you'll see it in the movie, but it's this Megatron's really badass. It's, of course, the same Megatron we've had since War for Cybertron at the beginning. I probably have 10 of him. But this version, they make each one a little more special every time, and this one's based off of the last release, the Miner Megatron, M-I-N-E-R, that was kind of a drill bit, kind of throwback to his early days, but this is kind of the next step where he's been a fighter in the gladiatorial arenas, and he's got like war paint and like crosses all over him, like bots he's killed, and he comes with an axe or hammer, he comes with a flame sword, he's got his axe that he had before, he's got drill bits and other pieces that I just stuck on his backpack because I don't know where to put them. You can put them wherever, but cool colors, and then just that war paint, seeing that red on his eyes, how it just drips down like war paint, and having that little splotches of red all over him. Pretty neat, at least in concept, but I think it looks cool and got me to buy this dang mold again. But,
That's cool.
And then lastly we got the other friend. I guess he's called Orion Pax before he becomes Optimus. This is based on the Gamer Edition Optimus Prime, which I don't have yet, but they redid it a bit. He's a little less, more matte, more in his appropriate Prime colors. The Gamer Edition one's a little more darker and slicker, and I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, he's a neat mold. I was excited to get this new version of Orion Pax, soon to be Optimus, and just another futuristic little truck, semi type of thing. Yeah. Pretty cool. Lots of freaking toys. Well, when we get into the topic now, I mean I knew it, but I didn't realize it, that this was going to be more of a Elgin-centric episode, because Transformers aren't really known for soft goods.
Sure.
It's just not. They're machines. They're robots.
Right.
They don't have any clothing, really. Spooty was able to find one that was pretty cool. Didn't realize, but the RED, the Red Edition Starscream, the Coronation Starscream, hey, it came with a cloth goods cape. That's cool. And I bet you third-party stuff comes with more of this kind of thing, but oops, already broke it. Cool. Nothing? It's fine.
It doesn't stay on very well.
It's fine. But look, it's cloth. It's purple.
Yeah.
And it's Starscream. That's my boy. But I know soft goods is I think. Do you think everyone likes it, or do you think the majority of the people prefer it and like it, or do you think some people are like, get those Barbie clothes, get those loose fitting, ugly looking clothes off there and just paint on some pants already?
I think they could say all those things.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
For me, I really like it. Like it
Yeah.
adds an extra bit of storytelling, a bit of like play feature, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. It adds the character as well, especially if you see them as on like a cartoon or something, and it's like they have this cape or something. Then the figure doesn't come with it. It's like, well, so the best example of that, and they did it again in the cartoon collection of Masters Universe. So Evelyn in the Filmation, in every episode, she has a little black cape on her back. So when the vintage figure came out, there's no cape.
Yep.
There's cape.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. And with the vintage stuff, there's not a lot of soft goods.
Right.
that was not really a thing, seemingly, in the 80s, with like soft good type things. There's some that happened, but
That's why
like shirts and
Scarecrow was
stuff.
so.
Yeah, he had.
He did. Right?
Yeah, he had his cape, and King Randor,
King
had
Randor.
a cape, but
Yeah.
there's not
much.
There's not a lot.
No.
In the 80s, there's just not a lot for some reason.
Yeah.
Not a lot of capes. Anyway, Evelyn never, vintage ones never had a cape. And I think thinking of it as vintage, it's like, well, that's because it's vintage, it doesn't matter. But as you progress on, it's like, well, they just stopped
Okay.
giving her a cape, you know.
Oh, right.
So then they created this cartoon collection, which
Mhm.
is supposed to be an exact replica of the Filmation series, which
Exciting.
they already did in Super 7 anyway, like 10 years before.
Yeah.
But they're doing it again. So what happens? They don't give her a cape.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, that's
the
one of
whole
biggest,
point.
biggest complaints. Yeah, but the Super 7 one, I believe, has one
Oh.
cape. I have one. It's on card still. I haven't opened it up, but I'm pretty sure it has actual cape. Gosh,
How'd they mess it up again?
I don't know.
Just all this time it
He just like, well, let's leave out the
phased
one
away.
thing. But especially for wrestlers, like a lot of the WWE Superstars line that I've been collecting, like having soft goods, like it needs to have a soft goods thing. Because a lot of these wrestlers coming out as their entrance, they have, a robe or something.
Everyone
Or a shirt.
knows Ric Flair.
Yeah.
He's got to have a
He's
robe.
got to have something.
Oh
now,
my
it's not the
gosh.
flashiest of his robes, because he has a
No.
lot of flashy robes.
A lot.
But they at least gave him a robe that says Ric Flair on the back, and they gave him something, which is great. Like it's you need to have that. Giving him just
He
a
has to.
bare, like the Remco figures back
Yep.
in the 80s, like were just bare figures. But like having an actual robe that you can tie up and everything is great.
Makes such a difference.
And when Ravishing Rick Rude comes out,
Oh, ladies.
he's
look
got to
out.
have his full robe on, because he's got to seductively take it off
That's right.
and like strut around. And it has like extra.
I like that you just
stuff.
acted seductively, so
Yeah.
get over to YouTube, people. You'll see it.
And on the back it says simply Ravishing and stuff. But like just
Yeah.
having that is
Oh.
just an extra detail. Like it's an extra added nicety that makes the figure. It like makes it pop a little more. Is that yes, he's got his entrance robe now as well. And even like just imagine if like Captain Lou Albano
Oh,
like doesn't have his normal shirt and pants.
he needs that
they
Hawaiian shirt.
They could they could paint his pants on,
They could.
but having these like soft goods pants and like his crazy shirt, overshirt, it makes the
It
character.
makes it Lou.
It's just like I think even it is like
Just black
as
underneath.
well, but it makes it look like the character. Give him a little necklace as well. And it's like now you have a pretty exact replica of the figure as well. So it's just something it's nice. It's it makes it adds a little bit more to it, especially like $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. It's like you have this entire green suit that you can, as you take it off, like his jacket comes off, and he has another part that comes off as well. The pants and the front part are connected with his bow tie, but like having that whole thing, having that whole green suit, it's like how can you?
It
How
gives
could
you
you not?
It gives you great play options and multiple ways to play with the toy.
Right, because you can have him come out and he can cut a promo or something, and then he can take the clothes off and then he can start wrestling, because then he has his wrestling.
Because almost
stuff
all of
underneath.
those have their wrestling
Yeah.
attire painted,
Yeah,
at
if
least
you-
painted
yeah,
on
if you
underneath.
take if you take off, like for example, Ravishing Recruit, you take off his robe, and then he's got.
Slower.
Do it slower.
Oh, I just saw his butt. Gosh dang it, of course.
And he's got
Duh.
the Ultimate Warrior paint on his butt. He did that because he
Yep.
was in a feud with him as well. But yeah, then you have him
Oh,
do this,
hey ladies.
and then
Oh,
do that.
oh my. I'll have to rate this episode different.
Just put a block.
Oh, I should. I should.
But he's got the bell painted on as well and stuff. But it's like, having him have that, he can do that. If you're doing photography or anything like that, you can
Mhm.
do multiple pictures of him walking up or doing videos or whatever. It just adds more to the play feature of that toy. I mean, even have Honky Tonk Man in the full Elvis jumpsuit. I mean, with a little scarf as well. It comes with a little scarf.
It's ridiculous.
And
Just
then,
that little toy comes with that.
Yeah, and he comes with a guitar too.
Yep.
But I mean, this is the soft goods, full on, you know, jumpsuit that he'd come out with. One of them, he had many different ones. You know, and then having, you know, Dork the Clown with this. This is probably one of the nicer soft goods that I've seen, because it's almost like a wool. It's probably felt, but it feels like a wool.
It's thick.
And it has like extra
sewn
fabric on the front as well, and it's just like they didn't have to do that,
right?
But they did. It's just awesome. Like, it's just like, feel how good that is with that. And it's perfect. It's like perfect color, perfectly sewn with it, and everything just goes with that figure.
Yeah, that's
just
some
makes
effort.
it. It just makes it over the top. You know, Big Bad Vader. He got his giant cape with the soft, you know.
Two different kinds of soft goods.
Yeah, you got the kind of the silky cape with the fake fur on top, but like him coming out with this giant cape, it just looks so
great.
good. It's like, it's perfect with that. Like, they're really, the Superstars line is just really, they're just killing it with these soft goods and with how accurate they look to the figure. It's kind of amazing, like, how good they are. That's probably why they're all bought out everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, like I talked about earlier with the British Bulldog King.
Oh yeah.
And having, like, they didn't have to add a flag like he came out with before he was, you know, fighting Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
But they did, and they made it like shiny and everything. And it's just like, it's just an added thing. But I mean, the Superstars are not the only ones with all these soft goods. We have, I did try to bring in some Moji stuff just to kind of balance it out. There's even more stuff I didn't bring up Superstars. There's like Kevin Nash, like NWO shirts, and Scott Hall and Hogan, and there's just, you know, even all three versions of Hogan have soft goods. You know, the Memphis early wrestling Hogan has like a black shirt, black pants. You got the regular, the Hulkamania one has his, you know, Hulkamania shirt and pants. And that, you can rip open. And then the NWO version of Hogan has that stuff as well. So it's got
so cool.
All three, you know.
And those cost what again?
They're like 20-ish.
$20-ish.
$29.99, I think.
So cool.
But yeah, just for getting it accurate, and they swap with Origins figures as well, because they're all the same swappable parts and same articulations, Origin figures, same scale, but with awesome, which you can take off and use them with, you know, two figures as well. I did bring in the Mattel Creations exclusive Scareglow with its wire in the cape, which was one of the earlier figures we got with soft goods that came out with that cape that you can put a wire that has a wire through and bend it and however shape you want it.
Yeah, I think I first saw some of that wire work with either Spawn or Batman capes.
Yeah.
I'm like, duh, that makes sense. You can pose the freaking cape as well. What a neat concept.
Right, because then you can have it like if he's, you know, flying or something, or like wind or something. But they kind of use that same wire in the cape with the King Grayskull that came out a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
And added that wire in it as well, and then added some fur.
Freaking fur.
with that Grayskull, which looked awesome. That's from the Netflix show as well. But yeah, they added a little extra.
I don't feel that fur.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Damn.
And then of course they did, you know, the Motherboard Colt with Triclops and Trapjaw. They did both things. So soft.
Pretty soft.
They did the Colt clothing. You could they added that extra in with these deluxe figures. So you could add, if you wanted regular Triclops, or if you wanted the Colt Leader Triclops, you could do that as well. And it's got like these long pants, like the cloaks and other stuff as well with the cape. So I think Triclops or Trapjaws is a little shorter, but it's just another version of that as well.
Awesome.
But yeah, and then finally you have the Mattel Creations exclusive Godlin figure with, once again, the wire and the cape, but then has an extra underneath as well with the soft goods for on her legs. But even the back of the cape has kind of stars and stuff that kind of reflects out as well.
The Triclops has a good like mix
Yes,
of the
plastic
armor.
and
Yeah.
the soft goods, which is kind of nice. But I try to keep the like Triclops in the Masterverse and Trapjaw in that Colt garb, the motherboard garb, so that I can have them with motherboard as well. I just prefer it in that, especially with this line. It just works so much better, and that was a much more interesting part of that first season. Was this motherboard and all that stuff. But yeah, with Godwin, it's got kind of double soft good stuff with the cape, and then with her kind of skirt, I guess, goes around. But yeah, it's got the wire in the cape. I love her. One of the kind of underrated figures, I think. I feel like that not a lot of people have bought that figure. It never sold out yet. I think you can still get it in Mattel Creations, which is, I mean, it's crazy that never sold out. Because when I first saw that on Netflix, like when she like appeared as this form, it's like, man, I hope they have a figure of that. Like, it's like as soon as it comes out, I'm buying it, and I did. It's just a great
Yeah.
figure. Probably one of the
So
better ones.
cool.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot more of the. I didn't bring all the rest of the stuff, but like I just brought a whole pile of those. And I was going through a bag of stuff, of soft good stuff that I try not to have it on them all the time because they're kind of all together and stuff, and I need to like actually set them up in a display. But they're like all on like the couple of rings that I have just piled up for right now. But so I try to take off most of the soft goods and put them in a Ziploc bag so they don't get torn or ripped or something.
You play hard.
Yeah. When they wrestle, they wrestle.
When is soft goods not cool? I got an example.
Okay.
Y'all know Tad Good. There's some versions, so NECA will sometimes put out versions that look like Mego figures. And maybe you could say Mego figures in general. They are really just a sculpted head, maybe sculpted hands, and then just a regular body that's the same on everything. And like the clothes just look like you're a janitor. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can really, and I know he doesn't enjoy when NECA will just kind of cheap out and like all you're getting is a sculpted head and just the same baggy clothes and Mego Toys kind of made a living on that too, with just that loose, standard looking body.
Yeah, I don't think I have any Mego toys. But yeah, I've seen them in the stores and they look kind of, I don't know, they don't look good. Like
Right, a little sewn up with just stuffing inside it, or just.
I did the one NECA Predator that I have. It's the Shaman Predator. Came with a cloak that has like wire in it, and taking that off, like it's a normal Predator, like
Yeah.
But like it's a nice added feature because he's supposed to be like this kind of, I don't know, lost tribe.
Yeah.
Got you, and just kind of, has this kind of almost like a decrepit old like cloak almost. I think I'm going to use it. Like I have it off of him because I don't normally have it on when I use the Predator for fighting stuff. But I think I'm going to put it on Roboto, the Masterverse Roboto, because in the show, like when you see him again, like he's with Man-at-Arms and they're like trying to take care of Orko, and he's like trying to disguise himself, so he looks kind of like he has like this cloak over him, so you can't tell who he is and stuff. So I think I'm going to use it with that instead.
Cool.
But that's the nice thing, like you can swap out, the stuff because if it fits the same figures and stuff like that. I think I've seen people use like the other, there's the King Grayskull that came with Eternium has a soft goods cape similar to what this Masterverse King Grayskull is, and they used it to make the a different King Grayskull, like a He-Man version King Grayskull, which would have been like in 2000X. So they're trying to make like the He-Man version of King Grayskull as opposed to a newer version of him. So it's kind of nice kit bash and stuff like that, using that soft goods as well.
There are a lot of toy lines that use soft goods. I know Superpowers is a line they're doing again right now. McFarlane's doing. It also contains maybe a bad thing. I know in that first wave, they were using the tag through the cape to the back of the card or the plastic to hold the figure in. You're putting a hole through the cape or through the through the fabric.
Right.
That seems not good. But almost every figure in that line seems to have some sort of cape on it, which is cool. Star Wars does, and Batman, of course, does. I wonder if Batman folks prefer. A downside to soft goods, in especially cape reasons, is that unless it has a wire, it's just flops.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. Versus being stuck with one pose, but it's a wickedly posed cape that is at least molded. Yeah, doing something that looks awesome at all times. So maybe it's a balance.
I think with the molded capes that Motu has, they just kind of sit there as well.
Yeah.
Like, they don't... The Scareglow one and King Randor one, they're just molded down. They're a little soft, but they're not, like...
Fancy.
It could have just been the soft goods at that point.
Yeah.
But
There's no detail.
no, it's just a colored piece of plastic.
Well, think of Batman and Spawn and all those crazy
Yeah.
capes. Yeah.
Yeah, that one that McFarlane put out with Batman, like year 2 or something, that had like this giant wave cape thing that was like moved out. It was kind of cool.
It's an opportunity to do cool molding and design, but
The Studio Series version of this guy has like a molded cape.
molded cape, but with hinges, so
Yeah.
it can like still
Sure.
fold, and you can get a couple different designs out of it.
But it's like off to one side more. And,
Yeah. But I think we like it. I'm with you, because it gives you at least 2 different toys, kinda.
Yeah.
2 opportunities to
Yep.
play with that toy. A couple versions, a clothed version and a wrestler, so it's okay to unclothe them.
Well, I mean, it's their entrance gear, so they would have to take it off to wrestle.
Yep.
So if you're doing toy photography of that, and you have to then walk up and then have me in the ring, and then
Yeah, or the swappability, like in
Yeah.
all your Motu stuff. It's just what a cool thing.
maybe if I want to make the big Lebowski,
Yes!
I can use.
I see it.
I can see just get show up there or something.
Do it. All right. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll tell you all about the Prescribed Films Podcast Network. It's a place where a lot of our friends who podcast go to share links with each other and let you know about lots of other cool podcasts. Hey, check it out.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal: providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
And we are back. Now it's time for Elgin to take us on a store tour.
Alright, today's store is called Elite Toys and Collectibles
Woo!
at 4150-7 East Blue Lick Road in Louisville, Kentucky. Got a huge selection of Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Motu, and horror-themed toys. And did you know that Louisville is the hometown of boxing legend Muhammad Ali? That's right. And it also has Elite Toys and Collectibles at 4150 East Lick Road, Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, let's go down to Kentucky and get some Kentucky pop. That's A-Elite. Yummy. Well, that's cool. We sometimes swing down around that area, so that'd be nice to stop by. Maybe we can see if Jake Book can check it out for us.
Heck yeah.
All right, now it's time to hear from you, our awesome, amazing listeners. So, we're going to hear from Spooty, with a little section called Talking Toys.
Oh, hi there. So this week's top comment comes from Mr. Carnivius.
Scotty.
Says Scotty.
Yeah.
If done well, I love them. Particularly,
Almost.
that word, wire capes.
Ah, yes.
Heck yeah.
That's it.
Thank you, Scotty Too Hottie. That is awesome. Yeah, yep, you're right. Yeah, it's done well. It's good.
Yeah, he was. I think I posted this Kingberry skull when I first got it. And he collects Masterverse stuff and Transforming as well. It's cool. But he was like, "Man, I wish they could get this over here in England."
Yeah.
But I think he finally got one.
Oh,
so,
good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, before we go today, we definitely want to remind you to head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you're listening. Leave us a little review. That'd be really swell. 5 stars, please.
We could read it.
Yeah, and if you do, we'll read it on the show.
I'll read it for you.
In that Elton voice you know and love.
I can't
Okay.
believe this podcast is available.
This is a
for you to
sample.
listen to.
Sample text.
I learned so much from Motu, Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and beyond. I wish it came out more than just every other Tuesday.
Yes, I'm trying to copy paste that, please. That would be awesome. And if you want to give a little bit more and you want to help out the show, just head over to patreon.com/cracktasticplastic. Choose the tier that you best feel like you want to help with, and you can get some sweet perks. And it's all awesome. One of those sweet perks, though, is getting your name read on the show, like these fine folks. We got Michelle Pizzulo, Bill Fisher, Alex LaForest, Peter Glinsman, Chris Turnip Simmons, and that sexy beast, Tony Miller. That's right. That could be your name. I mean, none of those names could be your name, but your name could be... Okay, that's it.
I mean, if you fought them to the death,
then that's how you get the name, right?
then there could be
Okay, well, we're going to go and iron all these capes. And
I should have done that.
do you need to wash them before you... Anyway,
I have a tiny washing machine.
thanks everybody for listening and watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.
Hey there, gang. Still listening? I'd like to take this brief moment to invite you to help support this independent podcast. By supporting the show, you get access to episodes early, shout-outs on the show, and be part of our exclusive chat. To learn more, go to patreon.com/cracktasticplastic. Yeah.